Good morning, students. Today we are going to discussing about oxo acids of phosphorus. Oxo acids of phosphorus. Already yesterday we had seen that phosphorus halides. Yesterday we had seen, and now today we are going to seeing about oxo acids of phosphorus. We are going to seeing there. So totally oxo acids, how many types is there? Means totally here seven types is presenting there. So what are the oxo acids are there? Means first one is H3PO2. H3PO2 is called phosphinic acid, or you can say that hypophosphorus acid. Hypophosphorus acid or phosphinic acid. Next one is H3PO2 orthophosphorus acid, or we can call as phosphonic acid. Third one is H4P2O5 is called pyrophosphorus acid. Pyrophosphorus acid. Fourth one is H4P2O6 is called hypophosphoric acid. Hypophosphoric acid. Fifth one is H3PO2 orthophosphoric acid. Orthophosphoric acid. And sixth one is H4P2O7 is called pyrophosphoric acid. Pyrophosphoric acid. And last one is HPO3 twice N. H3PO3 twice N, suffix N. So this is called metaphosphoric acid. Metaphosphoric acid. So these are called as oxo acids of phosphorus. So phosphorus, how many oxo acids is forming? Means totally 7 types of oxo acids are existing there. So let us see that once again here, oxidation states of phosphorus. So different compounds are presenting there. Different molecular formulas will be existing there. So phosphorus, what is the oxidation state is exhibiting? Let us see that. So for example, if you are taken that H3PO2 you are taken. H3PO2 you are taken. So these oxo acids, totally how many atoms are existing? Mean totally 3 atoms are existing there. One is hydrogen, second one is phosphorus, third one is oxygen. So everyone easy to remembering or easy to identifying that you have to remembering these points. So hydrogen is always exhibiting oxidation state is +1, and oxygen also common oxidation state is here -2 is exhibiting there. So what element will be differing is takes place means only here phosphorus. So depending upon the number of atoms of hydrogen and oxygen, phosphorus oxidation state will be varying is takes place. So that means let us see that. So here hydrogen atoms 3 is there. So hydrogen is always here +1 is exhibiting. Oxygen is always shows here -2. So therefore +1 into 3, therefore +4 +3 +1 into 3 +3, and 2 2s are -4. So what number you are placing mean overall charge it will equal to 0 means, so +1. So that means phosphorus here what is oxidation state is exhibiting means +1. +1 is the phosphorus oxidation state. Let us see that. Next one is H3PO3 we are taken. H3PO3 we are taken. For example, H3PO3 we are taken. So hydrogen is here +1. Oxygen is always shows here -2. So 3 2s are -6. -6 is the oxidation state of oxygen, and hydrogen here +3 is the oxidation state. So what number you are placing in the overall charge, it will equal to 0 means, so here plus 3. So this case phosphorus what oxidation state exhibiting mean plus 3 oxidation state is exhibiting. If you are taken that He4P2O7 you are taken for example. So this compound what is oxidation state is exhibiting. So phosphorus already we know that, hydrogen we know that plus 1, oxygen is minus 2. So plus 1 into 4, that means plus 4. 7 2s are 14, minus 14. So phosphorus here how many, what is oxidation state is exhibiting means plus 5. So plus 5 will be exhibiting. So 5 2s are 10. So therefore overall charge what happened, plus 10 plus 4. So totally plus 14. Plus 14 and minus 14 get cancelled. So therefore P2O7 molecule phosphorus what is oxidation state is showing means plus 5 will be exhibiting, right? So this is about your oxidation states of your oxo acids. Next one, see that. So how many bonds are existing is takes place. How many bonds are existing is takes place for each oxo acids. And how can you preparing that one, now we are going to see. First one, let us see that H3PO4 you are taken for example. H3PO4 you are taken. So phosphorus is the central atom. So therefore structure how we are writing means H3PO4 orthophosphoric acid we are going to write it. So therefore, so OH, orthophosphoric acid. So how many hydrogen ions are easily it will be participating for the bond formation, or easily it will be replacing is takes place means. So totally 3 hydrogen atoms here replacing is takes place. So that's why this is called as tribasic acid, like that we are calling tribasic. So totally how many H plus ions easily it will be donating is takes place means 3 hydrogen atoms easily it will be releasing is takes place. So therefore this is called as tribasic in nature, right? So here how many bond pairs is presenting there, phosphorus to oxygen, let us see that. See here how many double bonds is there, phosphorus and oxygen means here 1 double bond is presenting there. So phosphorus and oxygen how many double bonds is presenting means 1 double bond is presenting there. And phosphorus and oxygen how many pH bonds is present, POH bonds are presenting means 1 POH bond is presenting there. So totally, sorry, how many POH bonds are presenting mean 3 OH bonds are presenting there. Phosphorus and hydroxyl group, how many OH groups are presenting means here 3 OH groups are presenting is takes place, right? And yeah, only these 2 points only we are going to see in this structure H3PO4. If you are taken here H3PO3 you are taken H3PO3. So let us see that structure. H3PO3 double bond O, OH, H. H3PO3 we are taken. So here how many hydrogen atoms are easily donating is takes place mean 2 OH groups are easily releasing of H plus ions is takes place compared to this single hydrogen atom. Because these 2 hydrogen atoms are what happen weakly it will be bonding is takes place. But this one of the hydrogen atom what happen very strongly bonding is takes place with phosphorus atom. So that's why what happened, this hydrogen atom, nascent hydrogen atom, it won't be releasing easily, right? So how many phosphorus and OH bonds or double bonds are existing? Only 1 double bond is existing. And phosphorus and hydrogen how many single bonds are existing? Only 1 single bond is existing. one single bond is existing, phosphorus and hydrogen. Phosphorus and OH, how many bonds are existing? Mean totally two OH groups are existing, it takes place. So this is about here H3PO3 PO2 molecule. Next one, see that. While seeing that structure only, we are going to writing that number of bonds, how many bonds are existing, this takes place. While seeing this structure only, we are going to concluding that how many bond pairs is present, how many single bonds and how many double bonds is existing, like that we are going to saying that, right? So let us see that remaining points. Preparation method. First compound H3PO2 compound, how can you preparing this takes place? So white phosphorus while react with alkali. Alkali is nothing but sodium hydroxide, bases. Base if you are reacted means we can easily get this phosphorus H3PO2, we will get it. Next one is H3PO3 compound. H3PO3, how will you get means P2O3, phosphorus diphosphorus trioxide. Diphosphorus trioxide while react with water molecule means we will get H3PO3 molecule, we will get it. Next one is H4P2O5. H4P2O5, how will you get means PCl3 molecule while react with the H3PO3 molecule means we will get H4P2O7, we will get it, H4P2O5. And next one is H4P2O6. How can you get means? So red phosphorus while react with alkali. So red phosphorus while react with alkali means we will get this compound H4P2O6, we will get it. Next one is orthophosphoric acid. So orthophosphoric acid, how will you get means phosphorus pentoxide while react with the water molecule means we will get orthophosphoric acid, we will get it. Next one is pyrophosphoric acid H4P2O7. How can you get means phosphoric acid if your heat energy we are applying means we will get pyrophosphoric acid, we will get it. Last one is hypophosphorus acid. So this phosphorus acid plus bromine water, your heat energy you are applying in a seal tube means we will get this hypophosphorus acid, we are getting there. So this is about here preparation methods and structures of oxo acids of phosphorus. Next one, see that. In oxo acids, phosphorus is tetrahedrally surrounded by other atoms. All these acids contain at least one P double bond O, that means phosphorus and oxygen double bond is existing, and one POH bond is also presenting there. Phosphorus and hydroxyl, one bond is presenting there. Phosphorus and oxygen double bond is also existing, is takes place. The oxo acids in which phosphorus which can oxidation state less than +5 contain, in addition to phosphorus double bond O and POH bonds, either PP or PH bonds but not both. These acids in +3 oxidation state of phosphorus tend to disproportionate to higher and lower oxidation states. For example, orthophosphorus acid we have taken on heating on a disproportionate to gives orthophosphoric acid. So therefore, it will produce your phosphine also producing this takes place. That means H3PO3 molecule, if your heat energy you are applying means it will decomposing into H3PO4 will be forming plus phosphine will be producing. And next one is the acids which contain phosphorus and hydrogen bonds have strong reducing properties. Thus, hypophosphorus acid is a good reducing agent as it contains two phosphorus and hydrogen bonds and reduces. Therefore, silver HNO3 to metallic silver will be forming there. AgNO3, what happen? It will be reducing is takes place to form silver will be forming there. Therefore, AgNO3 while reactive with the water molecule and H3PO2 is reacted means it will produce silver plus nitric acid plus H3PO4 will be forming. So, these pH bonds are not ionizable to give H plus and do not play any role in basicity. Only these hydrogen atoms which are attached with oxygen in POH form, they are ionizable and causes the basicity. Thus, H3PO3 and H3PO4 are dibasic and tribasic. H3PO3 and H3PO4 are called as dibasic and tribasic acids. Respectively, the structure H3PO3 has 2 POH bonds and H3PO4 is having 3 OH bonds are presenting. So, next one example question, see that. How do you account for the reducing behavior of H3PO2 on the basis of H2S structure? H3PO2 molecule generally what happen means 2 hydrogen atoms are bonded directly to phosphorus atom which imparts reducing character to the acid. So that hydrogen atoms what happen, it will imparts the reducing character and all they will exhibit. Next one, see that this is about here up to here 15th group elements. So 15th group elements and all we are completed. So today next session we are going to see that. So just I will give introduction about this periodic classifications about the 16th group elements. Next session we are seeing that physical properties and chemical properties of the 16th group elements we are going to seeing that. So let us see that what is 16th group elements, what are the elements are presenting there and what is the occurrence will be presenting there. Let us see that. So 16th group element, group 16th. So 16th group elements is called as oxygen family. So what are the elements are existing means oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium, right? 16th group elements, what are the elements are presenting means oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. So these are called as 16th group elements. 16th group elements. Let us see that. So these group elements are called as another name what you call means chalcogens. Chalcogens, like that we are calling there. Chalcogens, another name, right? Sometimes these group elements are also called as chalcogens, like that we are calling there. Let us see that once what are the theory part is given in NCERT, right? So let us see that oxygen family. So oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium are constitute group 16th of the periodic table. This is sometimes known as group of chalcogens. Another name of this group 16th group elements is called as chalcogens. The periodic table, this is sometimes known as group of chalcogens. The name is derived from the Greek word for a brass and points to the association of sulfur and its coinages with copper. So this name, how your name is chalcogens, like that name is given means Greek word for the brass and the points to the association of sulfur and its congeners with copper. The most copper metal contain either oxygen or sulfur and frequently the other members of this group. Oxygen is the most abundant of all the elements on the earth. Oxygen forms about here 46.6 percentage by mass of earth crust. So earth crust how much will be present in 46.6 percentage will be available. Dry air contain 20.946 percentage oxygen by volume is presenting there. However, the abundance of sulfur in the earth crust is only 0.03 to 0.1 percentage will be present. Combined sulfur exists primarily as sulfate such as gypsum. So another forms of sulfur, what are the forms is available means gypsum formation is presenting there. And Epsom salt MgSO4 7H2O and barytes BaSO4 and sulfides such as galena, zinc blende, copper pyrite, like these compounds also sulfur element will be existing. And traces of sulfur occur as hydrogen sulfide in volcanoes. And organic materials such as eggs, proteins, garlic, onion, mustard, hair and wool contain here sulfur. So that means these cases also here sulfur will be presenting is takes place. So remaining point tomorrow we are going to seeing there. So thank you very much to all members.